he's not a flair player. But honestly, Greg Taylor, I think he's one of the ones that they miss more than anybody in the team. And I don't mean that against Alessandro Bernabei. I just mean the way the team functions, the amount of goals Greg Taylor gets with that pass inside for Maida. They play so well when he's in it. He's such a good player. I really think he never gets mentioned in these things. Listen, hand on heart, is he going to get Player of the Year ahead of Kyogo and Carter-Vickers? Probably not. Of course, he probably shouldn't. But I just feel like he deserves to be mentioned in these things because he never gets mentioned. And I think he's become absolutely priceless to that Celtic team.
It sums up to one. Actually, we were talking to him. I was talking to him, interviewing him last week. And I said to him, I said, you've been named as a potential Player of the Year. And he went, have I? He actually was quite surprised to even hear himself be listed in that. It just shows you a humble attitude. But he has been absolutely terrific. And I think his manager would say the same thing. He is one of the first names in the team sheet now, isn't he?
Absolutely. 100%. I just feel like Celtic can do without Alistair Johnson. They've got Tony Nelson. They can do without Kobayashi. They can do without Hatate. They've got Aaron Moy. They can do without Maida. They've got Abada. They can do without Jota. They've got James Forrest. Not really sure they can do without Greg Taylor to the same levels.
I don't know if you've noticed that Swan as well. I think with Greg Taylor as well, he's matured so much in this last 18 months, 2 years as well. And we kind of joke about how often he does the kind of media duties. And there's a reason why he gets put out to do these things. He's such a safe pair of hands. He's really mature. I think he's learned a lot from Callum McGregor. Yeah. And he is. I mean, he's still a young lad, Greg Taylor, but he does. I think you mentioned it earlier on. He has been emerged as a kind of real key figure in that dressing room. A real calm influence, confident, well-spoken, gritty little player who knows his role now and he's comfortable in his role. And I think I've been really impressed with him on and off the pitch this season.
Obviously, he deserves a big shout out, but Swanee, you wouldn't have him as your out and out Player of the Year, would you? If
I did say that like, on heart, that I think he would get it ahead of a Kyogo or something. No, I don't think he would, and I'm not sure he would deserve to because Kyogo's 30 goals have been sensational, and I, like Michael, believe Callum McGregor is the best player in the country, and probably we may see in a few years' time that Hatate becomes better than that, but right now, in terms of influence on a team, I think Callum McGregor still has the biggest influence on the team. So on the team overall. So I would have it between Kyogo and Callum McGregor. But the only reason I brought it up was I just felt that all these names get mentioned and Greg Taylor never gets mentioned. He constantly gets overlooked.